afternoon and welcome to JDN Radio 101.5 FM, broadcasting for all. My name is Hannah Jod and I welcome you to the special half-hour segment of Guru Mahara Ji. And in this, we always tell ourselves that, if I get this, I'll be happy. If I get that job, if I eventually get this promotion, if this person treats me well, I'll be happy. But there's something I've come to notice, that even after we get all those things, after some time, we still keep wanting more. So the question is like, why does it always feel like something is missing? Why does it always feel like that? I would like you to answer that question.
Thank you so very much, my moderator. Human wants are very, very insatiable, as we are made to understand. And if you look at things that is hovering around us and all over the globe, you discover that human beings, we are prone to a lot of looking for more any other day. Somebody that has gotten a car will wish to have something beyond the car. He or she might even be interested in wanting to have an aircraft, a jet, maybe a Concorde jet for that matter. And he or she might be interested in cruising around the world, and maybe some other time with yacht boat, spend luxuries around the world, things like that. But what we are talking about here is that, in spite of all these mundane things, life is even beyond that manner, beyond that level, beyond that understanding. We are looking for a way out of our predicament, because man cannot get in touch with his real soul without a living perfect master who can link you up. Then you can be able to be contented with whatever you're giving or you have on earth. Only the sad Guru Mahara Ji or the Guru Mahara Ji of your time that has the capability to link you up, so that human will be able to understand that the real thing on earth is within man. Satisfaction is always within. And if you look at it, searching for it outside, I'm sorry, you might not be able to get to that compromise.
So what you're saying right now is that people are finding that they are finding the wrong thing.
Yeah, they are actually finding the wrong thing.
They are chasing happiness in the wrong way.
Yeah, they are chasing it outside instead of chasing it within. And whoever that can make it snappy in that manner is the living perfect master of the time. And now it's Sat Guru Mahara Ji, the living perfect master and the perfect father of the entire creation, is here on earth, in our midst, in Ibadan here.
So how should people understand this true happiness?
Well, people can always understand the true happiness that is within. That is when they're able to search diligently, because I use the word diligently. If you don't search diligently for the truth, you cannot have that understanding that, look, whatever you're looking for is always within you. So search. It said you have to test all the spirits available on earth and beyond. Go to any length. Go to anywhere in this creation. Take the names at Guru Mahara Ji there, and then you understand that, look, what we are talking about is real. Mahara Ji is here on earth as the perfect essence of the entire creation that sustains everything you can think of on earth and beyond.
So you said we should search diligently.
Yes.
How do we take that step?
To take the step is so easy. If you look at it in this very manner, Mahara Ji has been here since 1980, screaming, beckoning on the entire creation to use that name. The name is so potent, so pure, so complete, so real. Mahara Ji is calling on every soul. This is beyond religion. This is not a matter of religion. Religion is a formulation by the West, a kind of ideology propounded by some men yesteryears. They brought it. They brought the Bible, they brought the Quran, brought all the holy books, in our midst, in the continent of Africa, to debase, to malign our system, to make sure we don't have a way out of our predicament. Yeah, because they make us to understand that, look, whatever it is that it has been with us, our sordid past, we need to forget it. And that's our root, our culture, our rich cultural heritage. They brought this religion, and religion has taken over the psychic power of the average black man. And that is why today, if you search diligently for the truth, Mahara Ji will help you out. Thank you.
So, okay, I would like you to share your philosophy on how it has even changed your personal life.
Good. I perceive, I can't tell you that, look, the real me you're seeing here right now, I was somebody who has been looking for a way out of how to have my life sustained. I came from a polygamous home, from a royal home, a prince for that matter, but you don't believe that in spite of my background, I had at the back of my mind that something was wrong somewhere. And the best bet is for me to approach it in a manner that I can be able to, have peace within me. And to achieve this peace, it is not through book, not through religion, not through all this mundane thinking. It has to be through a search from the spiritual world, from the spiritual continuum. Spirituality is my trouble. And when I came in contact with our fathers at Guru Mahara Ji, I've been able to achieve what is called spirituality, and my happiness is real. And Mahara Ji has made it so.
If I may ask, when was that time? How did you find him? When did you find that satisfaction, that happiness? When was it? I would like you to share your experience with me.
Thank you so very immensely. This is dated back to when I was working somewhere in the north. Then, after my secondary school, I had the opportunity to work with a construction company called Impresit, an Italian company. During Shagari's regime, they were constructing a dam project in Bakulori in Gorenyo, that is in Sokoto State. And lo and behold, I stumbled on a paper that was 1984. That beautiful Sunday, I went shopping and I stumbled on this Sunday Concord. And when I opened it, I discovered that there was an article inside this paper, and the article read that facts the people must know about Guru Mahara Ji. I said, wow. And I perused, I read everything, and at the end of it, I discovered that Mahara Ji was explaining that the power that has used various bodies of past ascended masters, like Jesus the Christ, Muhammad, Buddha, Krishna, Lao Tzu, Zoroaster, Oduduwa, Kofi Manu, and many other masters that has come and gone on earth, that same power is back, completely full this time around as Guru Mahara Ji. I say, whoa. I started to laugh. I said, because I didn't believe it. Because that period, I was a member of the Roman Catholic Church and, all that. So I didn't believe what I read. But after I left that place, when I came to Elisha in Osun State, you don't believe it, 1986, I just saw a caption somewhere at Elisha. Then I was a student at Obokun for my HSC, that period. You don't believe it, I just saw, you can see God alive, Sadhguru Mahara Ji under it. I say, wow, see God alive? No eyes can see God. Any eyes that sees God, that eyes is, I don't know whether it's blind or it's going to be blinded or whatever. So I decided to, I just enter into the place. And I met a couple of devotees of Sadhguru Mahara Ji there, I tried to question them, and then they told me that it is true that whatever I have seen outside is very complete and real, that Mahara Ji is God in human body. Whoa! I say, God in human body? But the biblical interpretation of God that we're talking about is always in the sky. And when you die, you're going to see him up there. They started laughing at me. I said, why would you guys be laughing at me? They said, look, that ideology is strictly Oyibo man formation. That God is within you, that God is within me, that Mahara Ji can make me realize God while still alive, that I don't need to look for that sky God that never existed. And that was it. I had to earnestly search diligently, and I came to Ibadan one-on-one, and I was fortunate to meet Mahara Ji at 2 Temidire Kogi, New Bodija, Ibadan. I was lucky. I interacted with Maharaji. I said, is it possible to see God alive? Maharaji said, God is even within you. I said, God is within me. He said, yes. Maharaji told me that. And if infinitesimal part of that creative energy called God is within me, if not, I can't talk. I can't even ask him question. But that, in essence, is that Maharaji is the one to link me with that God within me. That's okay. It's like Maharaji is talking, and how are you going to link me up with that God? Maharaji said, I have to queue and receive what is called divine knowledge. I said, wow, divine knowledge? He said, yes. It's okay. And I was ready. So 1987, that period, I queued for the divine knowledge for a couple of weeks, and eventually the knowledge was revealed to me. And since then, my life has changed for the best. You can't believe it. So I can be able to communicate with the creator that created the universe within me. I don't need to go and kneel down before somebody to put his dirty hand on my head. No. So Maharaji has made it possible for me.
No, that is a very great experience. And you would say that you found that inner satisfaction.
The satisfaction is very complete.
You found that happiness. Even as we speak, you still feel it.
On a more serious note, and I wish one very beautiful day you too you could experience same. Even every other person else that is in this studio.
So for someone listening to us right now who hasn't even experienced that yet, where should they start?
Well, they should start by testing Maharaji, vigorously, rigorously, right in your toilet, right in your bedroom, right in the school, right in your place of work, anywhere, in the marketplace, in the farm, inside the aircraft, anywhere you are on earth, even inside the ship. The moment you have the photograph of our father Guru Mahara Ji, you just place that photograph in the corner of your room or in the bus or in any vehicle. No accident is going to claim your life. Yes, Mahara Ji is going to guide you on land, sea, and on air. So it's part of the test that you have to give to Mahara Ji. If you are sick, get yourself a glass cup of water, clean cup. Call this holy name, Guru Mahara Ji, that never fails. And Mahara Ji is going to manifest himself inside that water, and that person is going to be cured. You won't believe it.
No, that is mighty.
Yeah.
And if that person finally takes that step, by calling Mahara Ji's name and by saying a word, is that just it? Is there not any other step, to seek knowledge, probably come to the village to take more knowledge, to take part in whatever activity that is going on? For someone listening, how would you put the person through?
Thank you. What happened is that Mahara Ji is saying, try, test, and experience before you believe Mahara Ji. The person in question has to try and test Mahara Ji first thing before taking any step. And the moment Mahara Ji works, and there's no how, Mahara Ji is going to work for that person, because Mahara Ji worked for me and worked for a couple of so many human beings, both black and white alike. They will come down to Mahara Ji village. Come down to Mahara Ji village at kilometer 10, Ibadan Lagos Express, way opposite Uduono, Kekire.
Okay, still talking about you, right?
Yeah.
So, what small step made that biggest difference for you?
Wow. Lots of experiences made it so big. If I might care to recall, there was a time I had an experience while I was in the school. And some of my friends, they used to say, this guy, you are too proud. I don't know why you are like this. Is it because you are this or that? Because in my exam, I don't play with my studies. And so many of my friends know I help them out. You don't believe they used to, come around and ask me a lot of questions that, this guy, you are proud. I said, why? They said, because I don't have friends, and the way I behave, I don't eat the way they are eating, I don't go to party, I don't socialize, things like that. I told them that is my way of life. And Mahara Ji has rightly made it so for me. And as a matter of fact, that has helped me so much to achieve my aim in life. Because I was after Maharaji found me, I've been another complete human being, unlike the way I was when I was in the world there. I smoke when I was in the midst of my friends before Maharaji ever found me. But the moment Maharaji found me, I dropped those sense of rubbish life that does not help me. So today I'm happy. I'm so sweet within and outside, anywhere I go.
I just wonder why, people just keep wanting more material things. Is it the enjoyment? Is it all of that? But, it makes me wonder how real you found the happiness. You were able to leave the smoking and all of that. And, I feel like there is even somebody listening now and thinking of finding that joy and happiness, after all the chaotic things happening in this world. What do you have to say to that?
Yeah, when you are in the world, when you are engrossed in material things of the world, you tended to go to party, you socialize with friends, you drink, you womanize. If you are a woman, you womanize, things like that, But after meeting this divine essence of life called Guru Mahara Ji, whoever that person is, the student open it up, let them call in, so that I'll be able to tell them that, look, Maharaji is that essence of life that could change the life of any other human being that is living on earth. Because Maharaji, without touching you, because Maharaji touches your soul, he makes your soul to have a change. Maharaji has come to change the entire polarity of the situation of any human being living on earth, anywhere that person is, any part of the world. You just call this name, and Maharaji is going to change you. You change your lifestyle for good, because in Maharaji kingdom, that Maharaji has brought the kingdom of heaven on earth. That is where purity reigns supreme. That's Maharaji kingdom. Yes, it's kingdom of heaven brought back on earth. According to the Master Jesus, they said he prayed that, Father, let thy kingdom come on earth. And today, the kingdom of heaven has been brought back to this earth planet, courtesy Sadhguru Mahara Ji. Mahara Ji is a life changer. You change your life and you live your life comfortably and well. That is just it.
That's beautiful. Like, what is one mindset people need to change about, being happy, having that peace, be contented? What is that mindset people need to change?
The mindset people need to change, because people so much get carried away with ostentatious goods. That is materialism.
Yeah.
And this materialism comes and ends. You can imagine rich people that has gotten more than enough money. One day you just see their wife divorcing them. Yes. You see the wife of a good billionaire telling the husband that, look, man, I am done with you. In spite of your money, look, I am going. And there's nothing you could have done about that. That's to prove to you that human wants, they are not complete. You can't find it outside. It's always within you, like I have mentioned. And only the essence of this life that can make you to realize that power within you, that will make you to be self-satisfied, to be self-contented. Because that power is always within man. But man's inability to attune, to get connected with that soul, that is why man search for it outside. If you have big money, you keep looking for more money.
Yeah.
If you have big clothes, you keep looking for big clothes. There was this lady Diana. She had 250 wardrobes. In other words, somebody who is having about 250 wardrobes, how many clothes is she going to wear in a day? More than 4 or 5 times you change. And the minute she changes a cloth, she never wear it again. And yet, she left the Buckingham Palace and went and flirted outside. So look at that.
So
You can imagine.
real happiness. All you're saying is real happiness is
It's
not
within you. It's not
exactly.
outside.
It's not in materialistic.
It's not in
things.
material system of man's thinking.
So if someone feels stuck in this kind of cycle, what is your advice for them? What should they do?
So many people are stuck in this web of a lifestyle. The best bet is for the person to just get attuned to the essence of life, Guru Mahara Ji. And that person can be able to what? Have silko. You'll be able to have inner peace, inner contentment that will guarantee your everlasting stay on this planet Earth. What I mean is that man is not going to live and disappear, but man is going to live to an old ripe age. Yes. And after that, reincarnation power is guaranteed. And that is what the master brings.
Reincarnation power?
Yes, Maharaji guarantees Maharaji is the reincarnator of life. Because he is the totality of the existence of man. He sustains, he creates, reshape, and organize man from the beginning to the end. So all life comes from Sadhguru Mahara Ji. You may not believe, but give Maharaji a trial. A trial will convince you.
I would have loved to, go more deeper in that reincarnation part.
Keep asking questions about reincarnation. I'll tell you.
But time is not on our side anymore, to be honest. And so, what should anyone listening should hold? What do you have for them? Because time is fast spent, and I would like you to drop your numbers as well.
Okay.
But then let's go to the advice part.
Okay. Anyone listening
Any
to
message?
This our beautiful discourse. What we are saying here is that the Lord God Almighty Creator has manifested very potentially in an ordained human body as Sadhguru Mahara Ji. He has come to clear the air so that every human being, both black and white, should be able to live in peace, in love, in harmony with nature and with all things created. That is what Maharaji has come for. So I will advise for that person who is listening to please go and meet Sadhguru Mahara Ji alive. Mahara Ji is currently working on earth.
Okay, thank you very much for that. And if you have any questions, please can you call out your number so that they can reach you on that number?
Okay, we have a number here, Sadhguru Mahara Ji's divine numbers to be called upon. And this one is 081 371 926 67.
Okay.
And that one is 091 556 329 93.
Can you take that again? The last one.
091 556 329 93. I have 4 numbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's.
And that one is 080 795 823 65.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining me. Service Premier
Timileyin Tadeniewo Orukoton.
Thank you so much. And for you listening out there, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. Once again, my name is Hannah George. And join us next time, tomorrow, same time, same station, JDN 101.5 FM. Enjoy the rest of your day.
JDN Radio 101.5 Ibadan.